Entertainers like Francis Langford, Frank Sinatra, and Dinah Shore participated in many morale-building programs at Lockheed during the war. And then it was over. Lockheed, its employees, and the entire Burbank community had made a tremendous contribution to the Allied war effort. But for tens of thousands, peace meant a pink slip in their last pay envelope. Actually, Lockheed's employment had been decreasing ever since its peak in 1943. By January 1945, it was down to 60,000. In September, it dropped to 35,000. But Lockheed had prepared for peace, just as it had prepared for war. The Constellation Airliner was ready. The first Connie flew in January 1943, and 15 of these 4-engine military transports had been delivered to the Air Corps by the end of the war. Within a few days after the Japanese surrender, 8 airlines had ordered over 100 Constellations. Lockheed was ahead of all the other aircraft manufacturers, delivering the first of its new airliners to TWA just 3 months after VJ Day. The Constellation also introduced a new age in air travel: greater speed, longer range, and more comfort than any other airliner. Lockheed continued to build military aircraft after the war. The Neptune was a new Navy patrol plane designed for long-range cruising. In 1946, this Neptune set a spectacular record, flying non-stop from Australia to Ohio over 11,000 miles. Production lines were also busy building jets. The first jet-propelled airplane to go into production in the United States was the Lockheed P-80. 5,000 of the trainer version were also turned out in Burbank. In the late 1950s, Lockheed went into production of the prop jet Electra, named after the first all-metal airplane the corporation developed in the early 30s. The Electra was fast and economical, and the airlines were happy with its performance. But jet transports were going into service, which put an end to orders for propeller airplanes. Even so, Lockheed built and sold 170 Electras. A Navy version of the Electra, the P-3 Orion, kept the production line going. Lockheed is still producing patrol planes in this series. The F-104, another great Lockheed fighter, was built in the 50s, both in Burbank and in foreign countries. Also a great airplane, and world famous, the Lockheed U-2. Most remembered for its spy-plane reputation, the high-flying U-2 still serves the scientific community on important environmental research programs. Another outstanding Lockheed achievement is the SR-71. This airplane can fly 3 times the speed of sound at altitudes above 80,000 feet. The Lockheed S-3A, a carrier-based patrol plane, is also in development. And here is the big one, Lockheed's L-1011 TriStar, the wide-body transport of the future.